Shoot your arrows! Cooper Kupp plucks it out of the air and gives the Rams the lead. Robert Woods, touchdown! LA! Goff goes crashing into the end zone. Aaron Donald almost beat the football there. Corey Littleton, have yourself a day. Picked off. Marcus Peters coming off the edge. And Ryan will be wrapped up by Clay Matthews. Everett in stride! Wow!
Franklin Myers gets his hand down there.
Little got a hand on it. Did he pick it? He did!
Racing down the sideline is Akeem Talib. Gurley for MVP! Touchdown LA!
Picked off by John Johnson.
Well, Dante Fowler, who is able to get to Breeze. Greg Zuerlein sends the Rams to the Super Bowl! LA will play for the Lombardi!
All right, joining the show, we have Iowa State cornerback Brian Peavy. How's it going, man? Thanks so much for coming on.
No, it's going good. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, and just to start this off, we kind of want to know a little bit about how you got into the game of football.
Oh, man, I started playing at a very young age. So, I don't know, kind of just relatives and friends, just playing outside, and then I started getting.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And growing up, did you have a favorite NFL player that you looked up to or anything like that?
Not off the top of my head. I was more of a basketball guy, so I was a Kobe Bryant guy.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Right.
No, yeah, I get that. I was a big Kobe Bryant fan growing up as well. But you played football growing up, and then it came time for you to play in college, and you ultimately chose Iowa State. What was the main factor for you in choosing Iowa State?
I definitely know I want to play in the Big 12. And, once I took my visit, it was kind of a sealed deal, just the community there in Ames. I just felt at home, honestly, with the coaches and, like I said, the community. And, it just made my decision easier.
Yeah, the best division in college football that no one talks about, Big 12,
right.
That makes total sense. I am a Kansas fan, so I am kind of gloating there. But hey, you play in the best conference. I'm just going to say that. Anyway, moving on, to start off your career, at Iowa State, you did redshirt your first year. Now, I want to know what that experience was like for you, as well as I want to know kind of what you take away from that, even to this day, if you still, you kind of use that as, anything.
Oh, coming into college, nobody really wants to sit out. But, I'm glad I had that opportunity to grow and learn. It definitely helped my game and my career, I would say.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. But, it definitely helped my game. And what I kind of took from my redshirt year is, I don't know, I guess I got to actually see the game without just being thrown in the game. So if that makes sense, I kind of got a head start without actually, getting out there. I got to take living notes, and I'm actually traveled to every game, so I got to see different stadiums, how fast things are going, and, just kind of like a behind-the-scenes kind of deal.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know it's probably hard to pick, but do you have a favorite moment or a favorite play or game from your college career?
I guess my favorite moment of college career would be when the fans kind of stormed the field versus TCU. Yeah, that was something I always dreamed of that. You always see it on ESPN, like, oh, wow. And, you kind of want that, to feel that experience, and I got the chance to, and it was great.
Yeah, of course you want that to be on your side, though. You don't necessarily want to, the other fans. You don't want the opposite. Right. Of course, with that being said, you played in the Big 12, and I think we've made that pretty clear how much, how important that is. So I want to ask you, while playing in the Big 12, I mean, you went up against some top-notch competition. I mean, even, that Butler kid on your team that's going in the draft, he's pretty good in his own right. So, regardless, who would you say is the toughest player you went up against, while in college?
Oh, man. I mean, like you said, I at practice, I went against two of the top Big 12 receivers. You had Alan Lazard and Hakeem Butler. I guess I would have to give it to a good one. Maybe Sterling Shepard.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
yeah,
that.
That's definitely a good pick for sure. And then, I just want to touch on, what was your NFLPA Collegiate Bowl experience like?
Oh, it was a great experience. I actually had no complaints about it at all. The hospitality from the NFLPA organization was second to none. They provided tons of information that I didn't know. Going into this process, you don't want to just be blind to everything, and how the NFLPA organization kind of got us up to date on that, as well as being able to play and be coached by NFL coaches and NFL Hall of Famers. Like my safety coach was Ed Reed. So like who better could you have gotten, like that. So it was a great experience.
Yeah, no, absolutely there. Who is if there's anybody that, rings a bell, because I understand when you're at, a place like that, and you kind of get tunnel vision, your eyes on the prize. But
Right.
Is there anybody that stood out to you while you were out there, at the Collegiate Bowl? Toughest guy there?
Like you said, kind of tunnel vision. I mean, I like was it Boston College? Jeff. He was a receiver. He was good to me. So there was definitely a lot of good players out there, but he definitely stood out to me.
Yeah, and that was the NFLPA game, but then you also competed, obviously at your pro day. What was that like?
Oh yeah, that was a great experience to just kind of lay it all out there, your skill sets, and kind of just compete again with your old teammates. You kind of see everybody and meet back up. So it was a great experience.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Obviously kind of like one last, hurrah with your guys, and you guys are all going to the NFL together. I think that's always really cool. So, with that being said, is there anyone in particular that you modeled your game after?
Man. I like Quandre Diggs. He was a defensive back at the University of Texas. So I know growing up, or at least on my journey to look at colleges and stuff, he was a player that definitely stood out to me, and he actually is doing good in the NFL, so that's definitely a player I look out after. Nikhil Roby is another guy I look at too. So
that's our guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have love for Nikhil Roby Coleman for sure. But in your opinion, what do you bring to the table that no other cornerback in this draft brings?
Oh yeah, definitely a student of the game. I mean, I understand I'm moving into a professional atmosphere, and a place I've never been before, and I'm just willing to learn to the highest degree, and that's kind of by any means. I kind of use that as my advantage. They kind of use the measurables and things see whereas I guess my strength is more intellectual. Like I said, a student of the game. I breaking down the game as best as I can.
Yeah, of course. That's really a good way to put it. As far as, all the strengths that you have in your game, if you had to, pick what you would believe is your biggest strength, what would that be?
Oh, man. I guess I would just say a smart player. Like I said, if I can beat you to your spot, then that's a job well done for me. So it's not always, I guess, about speed or how strong you are. Sometimes you can be the guy mentally. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And, as the draft approaches, is there anything that you're looking to improve